everyone, welcome back to Kamikaze Collecting. Today I'm going to show you some things I won at auction from Awesome Toys Jacks and some items I found at their sister store that's still a couple months old. It is the Forgotten Toy Box, also in Jacksonville. Go ahead and jump into this, get started. Sorry if hear a lot of loud noise, it's thundering pretty bad outside, so hopefully make it through this with the power staying on. So jump right into this. First up we have, I believe this is, let's see here. Okay, this is actually a basic version, which is fun. Basic Roman Reigns. It's a removable vest. Pretty good figure, pretty good shape. Just has your standard ball joint shoulders, your bicep swivel, single elbow joint, your dual wrist, has the Mario Run type of legs. You only go back and forth. Need a little bit cleaned up, not too bad. Has a single knee joint. Has your basic up and down on the ankle. Still has kind of like a pretty much a calf swivel. There is no thigh swivel. Does have the waist swivel though. Does not have ab crunch, being a basic figure. That's one thing that sets the basics apart from the elites. The elites have the double knees, the ab crunch. I believe there's still single elbow if I remember correct. And then you have the ankle roll, so you have two motions for the ankles. But yeah, basic Roman Reigns. Got a basic John Cena. Obviously he has no ab crunch, being the basic figure. Just have the waist swivel, your basic bald shoulders, your bicep swivel, single elbow, dual wrist. You got your Mario Run legs, single knee joint, up and down on the foot, another side to side. And then, just like another John Cena I've done before, that's a basic. He has the knee pivot, not a calf swivel. But yeah, it's a pretty clean figure, pretty good shape. Not sure if it's missing anything or not. Not sure. Not a big deal if it is. He might be missing a shirt if he actually has one. And next up we got this Macho Man. It is a 1999 Toy Biz figure from the red and black NWO time frame. Yep, NWO. Says on the leg, kind of hard to see with this lighting. Apologize for that. He does have some kind of an action, like he's supposed to either throw somebody up, like he's supposed to be able to toss something or somebody, which it almost looks like the way his hands are molded, like he could hold a chair and hit down instead of throwing his hands upward, unless you could take a chair and hit up, which doesn't make any sense because they've never done that in wrestling that I remember. I always hit like over the head, which they don't technically do anymore. They'd hit over the back and stuff like that, but I've never really seen an action to where he flips up instead of down. Don't know a lot about the figure, but I was like, yeah, it's not a Macho Man I have. I know it's an old Toy Biz, maybe cool to add to the collection. His arms do go out. Just a single elbow joint. Kind of has a wrist turn to it. Just a basic Mario running legs, which don't really go back that far. It's pretty much straight up and down is as far back as they go, and then you got your you have your left leg as far forward as it'll go. So you do kind of like a kick or something like that. Single knee joint, not a whole lot of bend to it. It's just a basic straight back knee. No calf swivel, no thigh swivel. Just a basic up and down on the foot. Decent condition figure. I mean, it's not perfect. It is, I say, from 98, from 99. So it's, I'm not even going to try to math that right now. I want to say 21 years old. So for something 21 years old, it's not too bad a condition. So, something different to add. Alright, next up we got this basic Rey Mysterio. Definitely seemed like a newer figure, especially with all these tattoos. I know he's had some tattoos for a while, but some of these definitely a newer style. It very limited head movement. Tiny bit of up and down for a yes motion. You could pretty much spin his head all the way around. Has the basic shoulders, the ball joint. Got your bicep swivel, single elbow, both range of motions for the wrist. He does have waist swivel. Also has the Mario legs, single knee joint. He has a little bit of range of motion for his foot. I mean, you don't get a whole lot because he's got the baggy pants on. Pretty clean figure. I mean, there's a couple spots on it, but I mean, it's just the one I got necessarily. Not necessarily ones you would find personally. It's just got a little bit of cleaning up on the back of his legs. Nothing too bad. Overall, nice figure. Add that to my other Rey Mysterio. And now I got this guy to add with Kofi. This is Xander. Not sure if he actually came with any accessories. This is also the basic, just like the previous ones I've done. Shoulder ball joint. Got your bicep swivel, single elbow. Same dual wrist. Almost that ankle wrist. There's the waist swivel. The Mario legs. That's something else that's different, I think. No, he's an ab crunch, dual knee, dual ankle, thigh, and the say thigh and the calf swivel, but you also get more of a ball instead of the Mario stance like this for your elites. You got say single knee joint, does have the calf swivel right at the top of his boot. You got your one range of motion ankle. This one is pretty clean. It's got a little bit of something on it. I could probably just get some soap and water. It comes off pretty easy just by rubbing it. I can probably just get some soap and water, just kind of clean it up a little bit. Nothing drastic. It's not really dirty or anything, so I just need a big E figure to technically finish the New Day set. This version figure does not technically go with the two Kofi Kingstons I have. That's fine. I mean, they wrestle together anyway, so I mean, it's still nice to have this figure to go with it. Let's go ahead and move on. Got this Toy Biz. I'm not sure what year she is from. Put a sticker off there I forgot to take off. I guess an older Toy Biz. Oh, actually says on the leg 2000. I believe it says 2006. It's X23 variant figure. Pretty loose. The legs are quite loose. Easy to move around. She does still have the blade in her feet, which is nice. Just pop those out. And they actually just flip into the shoe like that when you pose her without them. Those are dual blades for the hands. She's got a lot of head movement. She can't look up very far because of her hair catching the back. I mean, she can look down a decent bit. You can flip the bangs out of the way. She can look down slightly past flat. She's got the regular shoulder ball joint. She has a bicep swivel, double elbow joint, dual range for the, or not dual range, but both movements for the wrists. She has a very small ab crunch. Like, you barely can tell she even has it. She has the waist swivel pretty loose. She got the ball kind of hips. She technically would have a thigh swivel just because of the way these are made. Double knee joint. She has a calf swivel. She does not have the toe pivot, probably because she has the blade that goes into her shoe. I know other Toy Biz figures do have the toe joint. Yeah, she has both range of motions for ankles. It's a pretty clean figure. It's, like I say, the variant version. This is actually the only Toy Biz X23 I have. Actually the only X23 figure I have, period. Do not have the Hasbro version of her, which is not so skinny. But yeah, X23 variant figure, Toy Biz. And I need some hands for this figure. The CW show Flash. This is the Zoom. He didn't have hands. I was going to actually put my spare hands from Netflix Daredevil in here, and then realized these peg holes are a lot smaller. Didn't want to force those. I definitely asked Austin his opinion on it too before I tried it. Legs are a little bit loose. His knees are a little wonky. You can see that. I mean, it don't take much for his feet to move. They kind of lock in, but then sometimes they just kind of sit there and flop around. But figure's in pretty good shape aesthetically. Nothing's broke, other than the fact that he's missing hands, which obviously just pop out. He's got a little bit of something on the back. Comes off pretty clean. Probably just get some soap and water, be able to clean that off. He's got a different type of ab area. Has more turns, not much of an up and down. Doesn't have a waist swivel. He only just has the Mario run. Does have a thigh swivel, double knee joint, calf swivel, both range of motions for his ankles. But pretty good figure overall. I know the store that I got this from, they've got this figure in package. I want to say for $300. I don't know if that's actually a good price for that, or if that's just like wow. I don't keep up with a lot of the DC stuff. I only got it because I have the Reverse Flash. I've got the Barry Allen regular Red Flash. I've got TV show version of Supergirl, and then I have the movie versions of Wonder Woman, her mom, one of the other ladies off the island. I can't remember her name. And I have Steve Trevor, so I've got some other live versions of figures, and pretty cool outfit too. It's Zoom. And got this Dragon Ball Z Goku statue, but it doesn't have the base or any accessories with it. It's just Goku by himself. I actually have this flight stand from a Toy Biz figure. I think it came with my Toy Biz Spider-Man for the Sentinel wave. It does have a hole right there, about where the about where the knee is. Technically, if you were to put a stand in it, that's where it would go. But my luck, he would either break the peg off or he would fall off of it or something like that. So what I'm going to do is actually put it behind his gi. Kind of tuck it behind him. Be able to do something like that. I know he's supposed to be doing like a pose where he's like this, or he's kind of like jump attack, kind of going like down or something like that. But I'll probably just put it behind the gi, basically it's between this butt and the gi, just to hold the figure for now, just to, you know, at least display it, be able to enjoy it, have it like that. I have a Gohan figure. That's a Mystic Gohan. Yes, got a Mystic Gohan in the orange and blue gi. I made a stand him like right here, kind of block some of the stand. And I also got a Beerus figure as well, not statues, actual figures. I can put with this. Alright, next up we have the Star Wars die-cast figures, and they definitely have some weight to them. Got this Rey die-cast, comes with her staff. I'm not really seeing these die-cast figures much. I mean, they got some decent articulation, just a basic up and down, no motion for the head. Does have your shoulder ball joint, just has a single elbow. One movement for the wrist is basically just to turn this way. She cannot go in and out with her hands. Does not have a waist swivel. It kind of looks like she should. I don't know if it's stuck or it's just not supposed to. It just looks like it is because it's so many pieces to build these. Just a single knee joint. Just a basic ankle joint. Yeah, you can I can really hear, you know, how solid these figures kind of are. They are metal. Like I say, they're die casts. I don't even try to stand her up yet. There we go. Yeah, decent little figure. Didn't pay a lot for her. Here's a little chip, not too bad. The face is okay. It's not great. Certain lighting, it kind of looks like Daisy, and then certain angles, it just doesn't look like her at all. And then you got Mr. Finn. It was quite heavy. I really tell how much he weighs. I mean, he weighs a decent bit. Actually, I'm gonna grab a little digital scale I have. Figure out how much these actually weigh. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. Of course, we have to do either ounces or grams. This is like a food scale. He is 10.778 ounces, or would be 305.56 grams. Don't know what that transfers into pounds or anything like that. Pretty heavy little figure for a like 6, maybe 7 inch figure. Definitely got a lot of weight to it. Rey. Let's roll that back out. So just layer down, get it done quick. Rey is 175.64 grams, or she equals 6.195 ounces. Definitely lighter. She is obviously a skinnier figure. We have Poe, his fighter outfit. His helmet does come off, which is pretty cool. Pop his helmet back on real quick. This gentleman here is 11.086 ounces. And he is 314.30 grams. That's kind of weird measurements, but yeah, grams and ounces I use for weighing silver coins and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely interesting figures. Never had die-cast figures, especially in Star Wars. And also got this Howard the Duck. He actually is a Toy Biz. He came with Silver Surfer. This is from I think this is 2004. Really good shape. Not dirty, not beat up. Looks like somebody basically opened it, set it on a shelf, and never touched it. And that's about it. Yeah, he came with a Silver Surfer, which I don't have that version of Silver Surfer, but I have a Silver Surfer and some Fantastic Four stuff. Need to get me another cabinet to put here where this filing cabinet is. This is just temporary because I'm rearranging my room. Yeah, making some space and kind of redoing a few things. Yeah, put him with my Fantastic Four stuff. Alright. Next up, we'll mix this up a little bit. Put this Marvel Universe Iron Man. These are pretty interesting little figures. They're 3 3/4. Have some articulation, but they're not like crazy articulated. He's got some, I mean, decent for that size. Does have knee, no ankle movement, which he is wearing a suit, so I'm not too surprised. No wrist movement whatsoever. No ab crunch, no waist pivot, you know, stuff like that. Just basically your shoulder, single elbow, a little bit of head movement, and not a whole lot on him at least. Just basically a split. You don't get a lot of back and forth out of his legs. I mean, it's a pretty small figure. They don't have a lot of room to move. That's about as far back as the legs go. But yeah, cool little figure. Really good shape. Next we have this phasing Vision. He can be not necessarily expensive, but he's more than what I would probably normally pay for one of these if you got them in package. I looked them up on, I think Amazon. Somebody was selling for like $35 still in package. I guess the phasing Vision. His upper is a little bit loose, not horrible. He actually has a double knee joint. Has a single, looks like range, or not range, but movement for his ankle. Basic shoulder ball joint. He does have a bicep swivel, single elbow. He can move his wrist. just basically a no motion for the head. But yeah, pretty cool figure. It's a little dirty, not too bad. I can probably clean it up. But yeah, never actually seen this one until the auction. Definitely hopped on that one. Alright, next up, I have the Bucky cap. He does not have his gun, he does have the knife. Something next there, you put left or right hand, doesn't matter. I'm not sure if he comes with a shield or anything normally. Haven't seen this in package. But yeah, he's got a... does have an upper pivot. It's kind of like an ab crunch, but it doesn't really up and down, like back and forth. It's just basically a turning motion. Shoulder ball joint, single elbow, single wrist. Kind of has like the sort of D-shaped hips. Does have the thigh swivel. Sorry, I'm blanking out on names all of a sudden. Double knee, just a single motion of ankle. Well, it can turn left and right, and it kind of goes up and down a little bit, but it's not like you can roll it side to side. You can't like angle it or whatever. No cab swivel on this guy. Pretty clean little figure. Actually do have the Legends version of this one, which the Legends version has the gun and the shield, so you're probably supposed to come with the shield, especially if it's supposed to be, you know, a replication of the bigger figure. Okay, next up, we have a movie cap, which we found interesting that he never used a gun in this outfit in the movies, but yet he has this like holster pocket right here for a pistol. Don't remember him ever using a pistol in this outfit. I know he used a pistol in the first Avenger when it was like World War I-II time frame, and then stopped using guns pretty much. Unless, like Austin was saying, probably use like alien guns or something like that. Pretty good shape. This has your double knee joint. No ankle pivot at all. No, it does have a thigh swivel, which is really hard to see it. A little bit tight. It does have kind of like the ball kind of crotch area or hips. Ball shoulders, single elbow, no wrist movement. And barely has a yes and no motion. He has complete head spin for, you know, nose and stuff like that, or just looking sideways or whatever. Shield's intact, has both of the arm straps. It's already hooked on there, works for me. It just kind of sucks you can't put it on his back. That's the only thing I don't like about this, but I mean, I usually have my cat figures holding their shields anyways. Most of them, I think I've only got like maybe 2 figures that aren't holding their shield. Pretty clean little figure. Alright. This last one here, with the cap stuff. His shield does come off his wrist, just like the clip-on, like the Marvel Legends style. For some of those, like the Cap Wolf, how it just clips around the wrists. It does have an ab crunch, single elbow, one-way motion for the wrist. Has very limited shoulder movement, double knee joint. Has a decent bit of ankle pivot. Gotta be careful you don't break the peg. It's a little bit stiff. At least on mine it is. But yeah, it'd be nice if, yeah, some of these you could just at least attach them to the back somehow. Just if you want to pose it, you know, with him not holding the shield, but not taking the shield off completely. But yeah, it'd be nice if there's a way to be able to do that. So you can have your figure pose, you know, like this, or if you have him kind of, you know, on his back, maybe kind of turning and looking or something like that, just however you decide to pose it. But yeah, it's just got this little horseshoe piece that clips around the wrist. Gotta be careful with those because sometimes those can break pretty easy, even on the Legends, especially if it's a really stiff fit. Alright, next up, this is all stuff I've won on the auction. Last two here will be from the auction. Let's see here, how does this go on? These Iron Fist accessories always confuse me because I've never really messed with a lot of Iron Fist accessories. That's pretty basic, just clips on the wrist. Make too much sense, that's why I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it sticks out so far from the side. You think it would kind of stick close to the arm. It's kind of strange, but alright. Just has a pretty much no way, has decent yes and no motion. Shoulder, just a regular ball. It does have the bicep swivel, single elbow, single movement for the wrist. It's just a turn motion. It does have the ab crunch. There's the ball for the hips. No thigh swivel, double knee joint. Has a little bit of range in this ankles. Might be just a tight figure. Not sure how old this figure is. It even says. I'm not seeing a year on this. Oh, there it is. It's really hard to read in this lighting. Oh, I think it either says 2011 or 2013. I can't really read that last number. Not a big deal. It is a Marvel Universe if you want to look them up. See, maybe get it on his left arm here, maybe look a little bit better. Still okay looking. Yeah, not too crazy on this little flame accessory for him, but it's a overall good figure, clean figure, especially for its size. And next up, got another Iron Fist. This one has the dark green, has a gold finish, kind of a metallic gold. Has your same shoulder ball joints, the yes and no motions, single elbow, just has the rotation for the wrist, does have the ab joint. No waist swivel, has the ball hips. Sorta, I mean, it technically kind of has a thigh swivel, but it's not actually cut into the leg itself. It does have the double knee joint. And then just your back and forth for your ankle. So yeah, you got big color, comic style. Got the dark green with the metallic kind of finish version of him. That's all the auction wins. And staying on topic with Iron Fists, these are figures that I found at the Forgotten Toy Box, which is, like I say, the kind of their sister store, their smaller store. So I've actually already got this flame accessory on. This is just a repaint of pretty much this figure. This one does not have the belt that sticks off of the figure. It's just a painted on yellow stripe. Yeah, it's an exact copy of the figure. It's just this one has the metallic finish and the belt on it. This one's a painted belt. This one has like the painted arm piece, whereas this one is skin toned. But I mean, other than that, it's the exact same figure, so I don't really need to go over this one, being that these are the exact same thing. Yeah, it looks like you just kind of... I'm fooling with the same figure again. I should move on here. Yeah, you can just have a fist like that for the flame if you really wanted to. Kind of copying off of that one. And I actually had these figures when they came out. Regret getting rid of them. This is the head flipping Green Ranger, which does you push down on the belt. It opens the front and the back. You flip the head around, and it has the no helmet version of Tommy Oliver. There's the Green Ranger and the White Ranger in the original Gen 1 Power Rangers. And then all you do is like, okay, you want to morph it, push down the belt, flips. And it pops out the Green Ranger head. Pretty good shape for as old as this thing is. They're very, very basic figures. I mean, especially these came out in the 90s. You just got a basic shoulder joint. You got a single elbow. There is no wrist movement, no thigh swivel, no ankle pivot, nothing like that. It's just a back and forth on the legs, up and down for the knees. Yeah, very basic figures, but the thing it would get you is the head spin. He does have his dragon shield. The only thing about these, the head's a little bit small. The head is definitely small. Could have made these a little bit bigger. And it has his little blaster gun, and then the hole in it is to help hold the pistol in his hand, since the hands are so open. I feel like he should have come with the dagger. Can't remember if he ever actually did or not. Yeah, he's got his little blaster there, so. Cool little, I'm gonna call it retro or vintage, because to me it's not really a vintage figure. It's not old enough to me to be vintage, but some people call figures this old vintage. This is from 93. Still in grade school when this came out. But yeah, I'd like to get the White Ranger version of this. Yeah, it'd be nice to have all of the Rangers, but I definitely want the green and the white. And then I want to get the Tiger Zord and the Dragon Zord. And I get the 12-inch Green Ranger, White Ranger, and just kind of have like a Green and White Ranger setup and a detail for something like that. But going along with some figures, got this little Sting, just a little kind of a basic little statue Dorbish kind of figure from Funko. This might actually be Funko. Yep, this is actually a little Funko figure. It's not a door, but I'm not sure really what to call this little thing. But going back onto the Power Ranger thing, picked up this Green Ranger Daggerflute. Even though he plays it like a flute through his helmet, but it sounds like a synthesized trumpet or trombone or something. But we didn't care as kids. We was like, oh, that's cool, I want one. Only thing is missing the battery cover. Hopefully I can find one of those, that'd be awesome. But the decals are really good on this. It's not chewed up. You know, all of it except for the battery cover is there. It does work, it had batteries in it. It does play. Still loud. But yeah, it's awesome to get one of these. My brother actually had his signed that I can't remember if it was mine originally, and he ended up getting it. But he actually had Jason David Frank sign it. He actually signed, I believe, Jason David Frank on this part of the blade, and then wrote Tommy Oliver down here, or vice versa. He was here at Collective Con, got to meet him, that was awesome. Which I brought a lot of that up in another video. And as well, got his White Tiger Zord. Sabra, some people say, I believe. This one has something loose in it. We're thinking it's the mechanism for the mouth that moves. Tempting, if I want to open this up and see what's loose, maybe be able to fix it. This I cannot get to work. Might be because of whatever's loose in there, I'm not sure. The gentleman told me that the battery cavity is a little bit corroded. He tried to clean it. It works, doesn't work kind of thing. Blade still slides in and out just like it's supposed to. If you actually fling it just right, don't want to hit anything. It still slides out. All the buttons are there, fairly clean. Just need to clean up this goop right here. Comes off pretty easy. I can just kind of scratch it like this with my nail. Not a big deal. Just get me just a damp cloth and wipe that off. But yeah, I would love to have the opportunity to meet Jason David Frank again. It'd be awesome. He's a really nice guy. He ended up missing his first day appearance for Collective Con. Made it up by staying. He's supposed to be there Friday and Saturday. He ended up being there Saturday and Sunday because he wasn't there Friday because of his flight. But yeah, it'd be awesome to get this and this signed by him. So that'd be pretty cool. Definitely my favorite Ranger. But yeah, that is probably my two highlights of the day, is getting these. Paid a little bit for them, but it's well worth it. I wish I had the originals from when I was a kid, so I didn't have to pay the prices of these. But it is what it is. It happens. I mean, time goes on. You kind of sort of grow out of phases and stuff. Not really a phase, but it's like, oh, okay, I'm really into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you kind of grow out of it, and then eventually as you get older you get back into it, stuff like that. But it happens, so it's the price we pay. But enough rambling on about everything. So appreciate you guys checking out the video. Sorry for dragging out so long. There was a lot to go through. Yeah, thanks for checking out the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Leave a comment if you feel free to. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe. Have a good day.